Hi, I'm Alice. I'm the Community Cinema Manager at Creative Arts East. Today we're going to run through some frequently asked questions and some top tips for setting up your community cinema. It's a good idea to keep your space neat and tidy so it looks as professional as possible when audiences come in, and it's safe for them and you and your volunteers or colleagues. Ensure empty boxes are out of the way, put them in another room if you can, or somewhere neatly in an unused area of the room. Put the mains extension reel under the projection table, and empty cable reels could go here too. Ensure excess lengths of cable are out of the way, ideally in a corner away from walkways. It's helpful to have a torch in the projection area in case you need to check or adjust anything during the film when the lights are low. Make sure speaker cables are laid down one side of the room. Choose the side of the room with the least walkways or doorways to cross. Where you do have to cross, try to go over the top. But if not, and for crossing from the wall to the projection area, use gaffer tape to tape the cables down. Do this by laying the cables straight and flat across the doorway. Use a piece of gaffer tape to stick the cables at each end. Stick a strip of tape all the way along the top of the cables onto the floor. Stick another strip of tape along the bottom of the cables onto the floor. Finally, stick a third strip on top of the other two in the middle. When removing the tape, to avoid the gaffer tape from sticking around the cables, hold the cables down and gently lift the tape off. When setting out your seating, you need to consider the safety of your audience if they need to vacate the space in an emergency, the audience comfort and sightlines in viewing the screen, and the projection area required from the projector to the screen to avoid shadows. When setting out the chairs, there are a few things you need to consider. Make sure there is an aisle down the middle of the room for the projector to project the picture onto the screen. This may have to be wider at the front to avoid any shadows in the picture. Arrange the chairs so that they are staggered, as this improves the sight lines. And make sure the first row is far enough back that you can see the whole screen. Make sure there are aisles on each side of the room so that people can easily get to and from their seats, remembering that they may need to move about during the film when it's dark. Our projectors come with 2 or 3 lens options. When you first use the projector, you need to work out which one is suitable for your venue, so you need to be able to change the lens, which is quite straightforward to do. Ensure the projector is turned off, and if it has recently been on, has cooled down. Press the lens release button on the projector. Gently rotate the lens anti-clockwise to release it and take it out of the projector. Ensure the front lens cap is on and put the back lens cap on as well. Take the replacement lens. Remember to remove the back lens cap before putting it into the projector. Line up the notches and carefully insert the lens. Gently rotate the lens clockwise until it clicks into place. It's important to remember which remote control is used to control what. The projector remote controls the projector. The DVD or Blu-ray remotes control the players, there's one for each. Also, point the remote at the device and not the screen. The projector has a number of options on the remote control and in its menus for you to adjust the projected image. It's useful to familiarise yourself with some of the controls, such as screen blanking and muting, which allows you to queue up your film or switch between the players without it showing on screen. You can also adjust things like brightness and contrast, keystone and aspect ratio. You may want to use these to make your film screening look better, but also because they may have been changed by a previous venue using the equipment and you need to adjust them back. I hope you found that useful, and if you'd like any further information about anything you've seen today, then please don't hesitate to get in touch.